So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Broken arm! Broken arm! Broken arm!
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Annapolis, Maryland, where we find a half-baked moron attempting to submit an invoice for his so-called educational services, emergency educational services. This is because he had to inform the police that they were violating his constitutional rights, and now he's demanding to be paid for that. Oh, there's something wrong with this lad, there really is. But he's very entertaining. Enjoy!
What's up, squad? We're back over here at technically this is where the county attorney's office is at, but they told me this is where the Office of Finance is at as well, so I can drop off his invoice for the emergency educational services that had to be rendered 2 weeks ago at the police department. So
this is the idiot behind the camera, and he fancies himself as some type of educator, a professor if you will, and he had to educate the staff a couple weeks ago on the constitutional rights that they were violating. He's a real moron. Something is wrong with this young man. I hope that he gets his life together because he's way too young to be this militant. But at any rate, please carry on.
cashier, awesome. Let's go on the cashier's, boss. Cool. Alrighty. No. 2 people in office max. How you doing? I was sent from over there 2660. Tim sent me to drop off an invoice. I have an invoice for the county for services that I provided, and I'm seeking payment for my services.
I could only imagine the look on the accounts payable person when they see this invoice. They probably have a get-together at the bar after work and have a good laugh about it. This guy's really out of his mind, isn't he?
I can forward it to accounts payable. They're downtown Annapolis at the Arundel Center.
At the Arundel Center? Okay, I can just go drop it off over there. That's fine.
Whatever you want.
Awesome, cool. He wasn't sure if I came here or went down there, so he figured while I was here, I might as well.
Yes, just to pay payments, cash,
Okay, now who would I, what department specifically am I seeking?
Accounts payable.
Accounts payable. Okay.
Would be on the 3rd floor in that building.
Okay.
4 Calvert Street.
Cool.
I'm not sure exactly who you would see, but they have guards in there.
Yeah,
I'll
yep.
tell you.
I've been there once, I think. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you, miss.
Hey, one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you from Annapolis on it?
Oh, the clerk recognized him. Not because he's famous, because he's infamous. Yeah, everybody knows Annapolis Otis, and stay away from him. He's trouble. He's a punk. He's a dimwit. Of course he is.
Yeah. You too.
Much later.
Here we are at the Arundel Center in downtown Annapolis on Calvert Street. It's been a long day of trying to drop this invoice off, but we're here. We made it.
Moments later.
So to come into this publicly accessible building and stuff like that, we shouldn't have to give up our identity. They can make us sign in, but we shouldn't have to give up our ID cards or something like that to enter into a public building.
Ever since America was attacked on that fateful day, which we now refer to as 9/11, many buildings around the country require a picture ID before you enter. Now, where has this idiot been? Well, I can tell you his education is surely lacking, so he probably doesn't understand the concept of showing ID.
We're having someone come explain to me why. So I've been here before and I didn't have to do that, so I'm just curious why. Is it this guy right here? Can I ask him? Can I talk to him?
No, you gotta stay up there. Someone on the phone.
Okay, that's fine.
Get your license if you want to get in.
No, it's a.
Isn't that hard?
So I'm a civil rights activist. It's a principles thing, man. That's all. It's a principles thing. I know most folks don't understand it, but it's a principles thing.
Okay.
I do. Way too much. It's my day off.
There's someone on the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just mentioned a few moments ago that the lad is uneducated, and now he has proven my point beyond the shadow of a doubt, because civil rights have nothing to do with his Fourth Amendment rights. Civil rights are something entirely different and apart from the Fourth Amendment. So that's how I know he's an uneducated oaf.
He's not trying to get in here. I was just asking. They said I had to give my ID to go in there to drop a piece of paper off, and I was just asking how they can require me to give ID to go into a public building. That was all.
I don't know. That's just their rules, man.
Yeah, their rules, but their rules can't trump my rights. I have a Fourth Amendment right not to be violated or not to be subject to unlawful searches and seizures. That includes my identity.
Yeah,
This is public access. I was sent over here, so I shouldn't have to surrender my identity. I went through the security checkpoint.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I shouldn't have to. That's already unconstitutional enough, but I shouldn't have to give my ID to go drop off a piece of paper. That's all.
Now keep in mind, this idiot could have dropped off his invoice at the first location. He only chose to come to this location because he wants to submit it directly to the accounts payable department. So all the trouble that's about to follow is of his own doing.
I wasn't like.
What type of paper are you trying to drop off?
It's an invoice for the third floor department. That was all. I was sent over here from.
Here?
No, I was sent over here from 2660. I was sent over here from the county attorney's office or the cashier over there on River Road. They told me to come over here to the third floor and drop off a paper.
Okay.
An invoice.
Okay. Can I talk to one of you guys real quick?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't try to get in there. I stayed over here nicely and waited. Yep. Boss, can I just drop my paper off so I can go, please?
Just hold on.
Okay. Like in reality, man, if you guys can just take this upstairs, I don't even need to take it up there myself.
Look, sonny boy, these people are here to secure the front of the building. They're not here to wait on you hand and foot. You should have left that at the last location. But you're too stupid, aren't you?
It's really not that big of a deal that I even have to take it up there. If y'all can drop this off at the third floor for me, at like the cashier's office.
We not even like.
No.
We're just our own,
Security, yeah. Hey, sir, can you just take it up there for me? I don't even need to take it myself. It's not like something I need to sign. Can you just drop it off at the third floor for me? I don't.
No, I'm not going to the third floor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just hold. I mean, it's up to you, man. You can ask one of them to take it up, or.
Well, can I just?
Remain calm, Junior. You've been punked. And again, those people are not there to serve you. Why don't you go back to the other location and drop your paperwork off there?
Yeah, that's all. Can you? No, I know. But you are here to do an investigation. Is there a law that says I have to give my ID to come into this building, sir?
There's not a law, but it's their policy and procedure. Just like
Okay.
wearing that mask.
You're right. It's a policy. So, no, but you're law enforcement, not policy enforcement, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure. All right. Are you feelings enforcement or law enforcement, sir?
What's that?
Are you feelings enforcement or law enforcement, sir?
We also provide safety services.
You're right. You provide services, but right now I'm being denied that.
You talk about the feelings police. Oh, sweetheart, you're going to need a safe space when this is all done. And don't forget to ask Mommy to bake you some sugar cookies. Oh, I bet those would be tasty. You're such a snowflake. Man, grow up.
That's a violation of 18 U.S. Code 242, sir. Makes it a crime under the color of law to deprive me of public services. I also have a Fourth Amendment right not to be subject to unlawful searches and seizures, sir. They're trying to seize my identity. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's a policy and procedure to come in here.
You're right, it's a policy and procedure, but it can't trump my rights, sir. A policy and procedure cannot trump the rights that are given to me. I have a right not to be violated or not to be subject to unlawful searches and seizures, sir. They're trying to. Are we not seeing the same? Are we not seeing the same scenario here, or what?
There is no doubt in my mind that this young man is a few cards short of a full deck, and that's putting it nicely.
Can I just get your guys' identity cards? I'm gonna go ahead and leave, and I'll come back, but I'm gonna stop over there at Taylor Avenue. No, can I get your guys' identity, please? Sir, can you identify yourself? Alright, it's all on camera. I don't got time. I'm gonna go stop off their department. I'm gonna file a complaint on them, and then I'll be back to drop that off. I appreciate you for being very nice and cordial, ma'am. You too. We don't got time for today to sit here and wait for them to get all butthurt and try and arrest me and find some reason to try and come arrest me, so.
Well, for once the lad exercised common sense. But wait, it's not over, because he continues on into the next day.
Squad, so here we are back today at the cashier's office to drop off this invoice, because when we went to the Arundel Center the other day, they tried to make a hassle about me giving out my ID and identifying myself. So we'll come back to this nice lady over here and drop it off with her. How you doing? Remember when I was here the other day? And I tried to drop it off. So when I went down to the Arundel Center, they sat there and made me wait like 30 minutes because I wouldn't give them my ID and yada, yada, yada. They called the police on me instead of just having the supervisor come down and talk to me. So I've already filed a complaint with the Annapolis Police Department, but I'll just come back here and drop it off because you were very nice and said you would mail it over there for me.
Well, there you have it, folks. The lad is a pea-brain, and I say that with all due respect. His brain just isn't developed. He can't comprehend what he's doing. Maybe drop him an email and tell him to give this up and get a real job. Oh, the poor lad's headed down the wrong street for sure. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.